What's up, 805? Bill Locey right here in Studio 805 for the Ventura County Star and Camarillo, on purpose kicking it on my couch with my humble views about what to know about where to go this week. Did you sleep through U.S. history in high school? If you did, you probably won't recognize Decoration Day, but you'll still enjoy that day off on Monday, right? It's Memorial Day these days, but originally Decoration Day. It was a day to honor the dead guys of both sides from the Civil War, more than 600,000 of them. That's more corpses than all of our other wars combined. General Blackjack Logan, one of the few successful political generals, was a Yankee from Illinois who ended up as a Corps commander. After hostilities ceased, Logan, as head of the GAR, was responsible for the holiday, which became official in 1868. After World War I, Decoration Day became Memorial Day, which honored all of America's war dead. If the North won the Civil War, the South won Reconstruction, and most of the backward idiotic politicians these days are generally from south of the Mason-Dixon line. I'm going on an inter-county murder spree this weekend to shoot some rednecks at a Civil War reenactment at Roaring Camp up by Santa Cruz. So take a moment on Decoration Day / Memorial Day for those real guys in uniform that gave so much. Okay, I'm here to talk to you wonderful folks about live music, and at that end, about a faster car, a richer girlfriend, even one with a job. Here's who I'll be lurking in the back this week. Okay, tonight, Friday night, he's rock and roll royalty, and he'll rock like it's 1999 and all the years since. That would be Prince. He'll be at the Forum, no longer fabulous, in Englewood, but the Prince himself will be there tonight, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. Well, over in Hollywood at the Palladium, it's those spiffy Chemical Brothers rocking the house that for years had some really mind-bending graffiti on the alley wall and back. It said, Agnes Morad is God. Who knew? Also Friday, but up here in the 805 where we like it, where I frequently shout bad words whenever I'm driving an Oxnard, it's going to be those hard-working Shoemaker Brothers, the Whale's Tail. While over in the Poinsettia City, offering some proof in advertising, it's those Pop-O-Matics playing just that at O'Leary's Sidebar, right next to the big square cement thing, the Ventura County Jail. Bend your elbow and drive accordingly. Be Willing will play some acoustic songs at Zoe's down on Santa Clara Street in Ventura. And up Highway 33 in Ojai, it's Kyle Hunt and King Gypsy and Jackie Lomax, a blues guitar player from scary old England who was the first guy signed to Apple Records back in those silly 60s. Okay, on Saturday, he's a traveling fire hazard that rocks. That would be Michael on Fire. He'll be at the Mint in L.A., while the incredible Shrinking Dickies will be at the Key Club down on Sunset in Hollywood, who once upon a time supplied the soundtrack to the greatest clown movie of all time, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Well, up here in the 805 where we like it, Big Wing Ding at the Wave Theater Gallery on the Avenue. It's Tonight's Bag, De La Crank, Abby Posner, Fear Mia, Happens Again, and Brain Spoon, and a few more. Wow, that's a good one. Well, up here, up in Ojai at the Hub, it's Jonathan McEwen, no doubt doing something cool. On Sunday, he sold a few million records, and not the Obama staffer of the same name, but Jim Messina of Poco and the Ann Messina of Loggins and Messina. He'll be at the Watermark at Ventura. Check out my story in this week's Time Out. Proof positive, I'm hardly making any of this up. On Monday, on Decoration Day, or Memorial Day itself, there's a bunch of bands playing at the Topanga Days thing, including the fabulous T-Birds, John Mayall, and several others. On Tuesday, evidently, they didn't find a gig in the 805. Too bad. They're great. Yoga Man Burning Band, all the way from Washington State of. They'll be playing some reggae-flavored dance music that your feet will love. They'll be at the Mint. On Wednesday, it's a couple of cool indie bands with funny names. Architecture in Helsinki at the Music Box down at Sunset. And those Wombats will be at the legendary Troubadour. And finally, on a Thursday, it's legendary blues dude Taj Mahal at the Libera Theater, just blocks away from those killer burritos at Max on the way out of town. Okay, that's that. And now this rock and roll call, the record rating service of cyberspace. My humble advice: to buy it, fly it, or walk right on by it. First up, new and by my new favorite band, The Head and the Heart. The self-titled album is on one of the great labels, Sub Pop, out of Seattle. Beatlesque, is that a word? If it is, that is just what this is. John Russell and Josiah Johnson offer sterling vocals, Charity Thielen's violin at some class, and Kenny Hensley plays the piano the right way at all the right times. No rockers, just a bunch of mellow folk tunes, many of which could be outtakes from the Beatles' White Album or Muscle Hillbillies era Kinks. And let's not forget that wonderfully weird album cover. The Winter Song is a good love-lost lullaby, but there's nothing close to a bad cut, which is why you should buy it. Next up is a new one by my dream girlfriend, Eliza Gilkison. The album is Roses at the End of Time, and it's on Red House out of Minnesota, a state smart enough to elect Al Franken and dumb enough to elect one even dimmer than Sarah Palin, Michelle Bachmann. The old fat guys think she's hot or what? I don't know, whatever. Eliza is hot, and she can sing better than everybody. And as usual, there's a bunch of cool songs here, like her usual sad girly songs, such as Blue Moon Tonight, and the best song I've heard to hang myself by a week, Once I Had a Home. Hey, I used to live in my car. The title tune is Worth the Price of the CD. Slouchy Toward Bethlehem is typical Ryan funny with some great woozy horns, but Eliza is especially funny and curiously appropriate for the gullible who are bad at math and for whom the world did not end. 2153 is the name of the song. It's as funny as Mars Attacks, and that many stupid people out and about is no laughing matter, however. As usual, Eliza rules. And finally, it's the latest from those Chemical Brothers. The album is Further, and it's on Astroworks with a W-E-R-K-S. It's Chemical Tom and Chemical Ed, a couple of Brit electro-techno dance wizards who have been at this for a long time. This album is almost a year old, but if we don't talk about it, it didn't happen, right? So there's that. The reason I bring this up is that my liver has just recently quit quivering since seeing, hearing, and mostly feeling these guys on Friday night at Coachella last month. Escape Velocity could be Mr. Scott's theme song whenever Captain Kirk wants a bit more out of the old warp drive on Star Trek. Even if you don't know what techno music is, these zillions of festival goers worldwide can't be wrong. This is great stuff and your feet will know what to do, as this stuff registers on the molecular level. Okay, that's it for this time. Thanks for hanging out for these few precious moments. Darn glad to be here. Bill Locey, Studio 805. Go check out some live music. It's fun if no one tells you how to act. How you going to be? Hit it, Em.
Once in a blue moon, it all comes together.